Yet another prelim paper of 2026. This is section A, as we know, is compulsory. Question 1 is MCQ. So we have a piece of cake and the watermelon, same mass, are taken out of the freezer at the same time. Which of the following statements is correct? Now remember, the cake has and watermelon has little bit of difference. If they are frozen, they are going to take some time to thaw. Now both of them have some connection with water, because we know that water turns into ice and the specific latent heat of fusion is how much? 336 joule per gram, correct?
Yes.
Which one has more water content?
Watermelon.
Definitely, we don't make cake with water and make it patla, liquidy fluid, correct or no? So
Yeah.
it will have less water content, more water content. So here it will take more heat to melt, understanding, because more SHC, more specific latent heat of fusion. What are they saying? Cake and watermelon will attain room temperature at the same time, not possible. Watermelon will attain faster. Faster means specific latent heat of water
Less.
must be less. Is it true?
No.
No. Cake will attain
Room temperature faster.
faster is correct, because latent heat of fusion of it, which is not water, is going to be less. Which comes out of the room first depends upon the atmospheric pressure, rubbish. We don't have anything to do with atmosphere. Correct option is which one? C. In the diagram, foot of a man being raised. Isn't it class 2 lever?
Yes.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is going to be the fulcrum, this will be the effort, and this will be the load. Correct? So it will be F, L, E and class 2. Assertion: a hollow prism filled with air can produce a spectrum when white light is passed through it. If we consider the class 10 syllabus, if we have a prism and it is hollow from inside, which means it is made of thin glass. If it is thin glass, then there is going to be no splitting of light, because it will go undeviated. So we have to understand that hollow prism with thin glass will not have a spectrum produced. So this becomes the false statement. The speed of light inside the prism is less than the speed of light in vacuum. Now, in vacuum, the speed of light is going to be equal to c, which is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And in air, the velocity of air, or the speed of air, is going to be less than c, which is the correct one. So the assertion is false and reason is true is option D. EMF of a cell is dash the terminal voltage. So you have to write greater than, smaller than, equal to when the cell is not in use, while dash means greater than, smaller than, or whatever the terminal voltage when the cell is not when the cell is in use. So remember that if the cell is like this in the open circuit, and this is the external resistance, if we place the voltmeter over here in the open circuit, this will read the EMF. If the circuit is closed, the current is drawn from the cell, and then this reading is going to be dropped to the terminal voltage. When the current is drawn from the cell, the EMF is going to be greater than the terminal voltage, because the work is done here in the electrolyte. But when the current is not drawn from the cell, means I is equal to 0. If we use the formula E minus V is equal to IR, whatever is the internal resistance of the cell, E minus V becomes equal to 0 into R, which is equal to 0. And so E is equal to V. Okay, so we have from these two to choose from. EMF in the open circuit when the cell is not in use will be equal to the terminal voltage. But when it is in use, terminal voltage will be less, which means EMF will be greater, and the correct option is going to be C. The amplitude of the sound wave is reduced from 2 mm to 1 mm. The intensity of the sound, it has become, intensity will be I1 upon I2 will be equal to amplitude square 1, that is 2 square upon 1 square. So my I2 is going to be equal to, tell me,
becomes 1/4 the initial.
I1 multiplied by 1/4. 1/4, where is 1/4? D option. The current flowing through the coil, which one of the figures is correctly depicting the magnetic polarity and the direction of the lines of force along the axis?
Option C.
So this is going to be, this side will be south, this side will be north. So inside, when it is going, inside the coil will be from south to north, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Outside it will be from north outwards, correct? So which is the option here? Which one?
Option C. C.
Oh. Is it the same?
No, ma'am, that's not.
This is not. Oh, yeah, this is N written, no? Yeah, this is south. Okay. I was wondering what this was. I didn't read it as N. Yeah. So this is south. Yeah. C is correct. Yes, you're right. This is easy. Can we skip this? Constant N has a resistivity this at 25 degrees C. If the temperature is increased to 50. Now for this you have to understand whether the resistivity is going to increase or decrease. For constant N, which is the alloy, resistivity remains the same, correct? So which one of these is 5 into 10 to the power 7?
Option B.
They could have also given you the option where we could have, supposing instead of constant N, they had given something like copper. Then copper resistivity, no, nichrome, let us say, nichrome. Now nichrome resistivity increases.
Increases with
So
increase in that.
correct. So in that case, the number would have been, let us say it was this only, then a higher number would have been this or this. Which one is greater number? The first one or the second one?
Second one. Second one.
Understood. This will be lower resistance and this would be higher resistance. Be careful of that. Which of the following values can present the magnification of simple microscope? Simple microscope magnification is I upon O. The image is vertical and it is a number bigger, and this will be also vertical, so it will be positive and
Yes.
it will be greater than 1.
Yes.
Which one it is? Greater than 1.
Plus option C.
Assertion. The length strength of the magnetic field produced at the center of the current carrying circular coil increases on increase of number of turns is correct. the current in each circular arm has the same direction and the magnetic field due to each turn then just gets added up. Is correct? There are many turns. If it is a circular loop like this, whatever is the strength of magnetic field, per turn it will be addition of that magnetic field. That's what they are saying here. This is also true, and the correct explanation, yes. Not understanding.
Ma'am, understood, yes.
Okay. These are what? 39. There is 20 neutron, 20 neutrons, so isotones is correct. The gravity of the given square of uniform thickness is going to be this way. So it will be 2 comma 2. Sorry, 2 comma minus 2, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That is A option. Electric power is this. Generated voltage higher than that causes
D.
insulation, voltage lower than involves very high current, reduces, and both A and B is correct. Now
Option
D part is correct. Optical media with respective critical angles C1, C2, C3. Total internal occurs at P and Q. So at P and Q total internal occurs, and from Q to R, also from Q to R, but not from R to P. So not from R to P, which means P, Q, R,
C1 does not occur.
C2 and C3. Now when it is going from P to R, P to Q, and also from Q to R, which means your C1 from P to Q means it is going from denser into rarer, right?
Yes.
Understanding, denser to rarer. That means this is the correct thing. And also from Q to R means like this. But not from C3 to C1. So this is the one minute, what are they? Critical angles, no? So critical angle denser means mu, mu1, mu2 and mu3. So mu1 is greater than, so your C1 will be less than C2, will be less than C3. Does it make sense to you? It is not this. Understood. I talked about the denser. Denser means it's not the critical angle. What are C1, C2, C3? They are the critical angles. Getting me so far? P.
Ma'am, they have not specified the refractive index.
No. The TIR takes place because the light has to go from denser to rarer. It cannot be from rarer to denser.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So denser to rarer. So I'll have to think of this first and then I have to do this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is going to be max refractive index. This will be minimum. Now when I take from R to P, I'm going from mu minimum to mu maximum, correct? R is minimum mu, P is maximum mu, which means They say that from R to P, total internal reflection does not happen, which means that this is going from rarer to denser. If it is going from rarer to denser, I cannot do anything about it, right? Can I have total internal reflection happening? So this is the correct option. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is it?
Option A.
C1, C2, C3.
Option
Non-ohmic resistor, this is learning
Yes.
work you can do on your own. In a step-up transformer, turns ratio is what? Step-up means NS upon NP will be more than 1. Let's go fast. Body vibrates under periodic force. The vibrations of the body are, they are forced. Forced. If the two frequencies are equal, then only it will be resonant.
Option N.
Unit of power is, you can do that on your own. Heat absorbed during change of phase depends upon MLF. It depends upon the mass, correct? Specific heat capacity, no. What is the formula? Heat Q is equal to M into latent heat. Have they put M here? Yes. Have they put latent heat? No. So mass is the correct option. Direction of induced current in the coil in an AC is determined by which one? Induced current right hand rule. Nuclear reactor fission reaction initiated by slow neutron. Very slow neutron. Angad uses blue color to find refractive index of glass, and he repeats the experiment using a red color. Will the refractive index of the glass be the same or different? We know that refractive index is inversely proportional to the color or wavelength. So definitely if the wavelength is different, the color is different, mu will be different. So will it be the same or different? So first answer we will write is it will be different. And give the reason for that. What you will say is, first of all, in your mind you will say that mu is inversely proportional to lambda, which means you will say that the wavelength of blue is going to be less than the wavelength of red. Therefore, mu using blue is going to be greater than the mu using red. And here we will say, in words we will write, since mu is inversely proportional to the color or the wavelength. All right, so that is how we are going to explain this. This is blue light, mistake. Blue, and then I'm putting red. Okay, blue followed by red. Tell me the deviation that will happen. Will it be happening differently for blue and red?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So lambda of blue is less than lambda of red. This is 8,000, this is close to 4,000. So the refraction means the refractive index, the refraction is going to be for B greater than refraction in red. Okay, now the bending that is going to happen from this, if this is the original path, then less bending means it will be red, and more bending here, that is going to be blue. Agreeable to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So if I am taking the same sine I of B, I will have sine I, the sine of angle of refraction in B, and for sine I of red upon the sine R of red. The red is going to have more angle of refraction. So this is going to be more, this is going to be less. Understanding what's happening. Understanding what's happening.
Yes,
B is
ma'am.
going to be bent less. So this is going to be greater. Understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have explained the reason. Live wire makes accidental contact with the metal case. Which circuit illustrates the iron safe for the user?
Circuit A.
Circuit A.
Circuit A. The metallic case is connected to the earthing. Here the
Earthing.
metallic case is still under high potential because it is connected to live.
Thing is run on neutral wire.
So the earthing is in the neutral part. This is not safe. Calculate the quantity of heat. R is given, I is given, 5 minutes. Heat produced will be I square RT. T will be done, calculated in seconds. Okay, 5 into 60. Can be done. Oxidize the radioactive substance. Will there be change in this? What you'll say, oxidation is chemical phenomenon. Radioactivity is nuclear phenomenon. On oxidation, nucleus does not undergo any change. Hence, no change in radioactivity. Okay, we have to go fast now. 2 causes of energy losses. There are 4 losses, learn by heart. 2 friends, identical guitars, adjusted to give notes of the same pitch, means same frequency. Will the quality of the two be the same? As long as the instrument is the same, the quality will be the same. But now can you see, did they say loudness? No, quality is only the waveform, correct?
The quality of the tone.
So loudness we are not going to consider. Longitudinal wave, 1 centimeter wavelength. Speed is given. Calculate the frequency. V is equal to F lambda.
V is equal to lambda.
Then can it be heard? If it is between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz, can be heard, correct? Because that is the audibility range. Device used to protect electrical circuits from overloading and short circuits. What is the working principle? They are talking about the fuse. Working principle is the Joule's heating effect. H is equal to I square RT. Energy change in respiration. What is respiration? Chemical reaction happens, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And heat is produced, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rechargeable toy. V is given, draws the current this while running in full speed. Now milliampere, you will have to convert this. Let us quickly show this. V is equal to 24 volts and I is equal to 800 milliampere, means 10 to the power minus 3. This is the tricky part, understanding. If they give you milli whatever, convert it into SI unit. Calculate the resistance. So V is equal to IR, and what you'll say by Ohm's law. So R is equal to V upon R. So that will be 24 upon 800, and 10 to the power 3 will come as a positive number here. Correct? So 8 goes 100 times, 8 goes 3 times. So what are you getting here? 30? 30 ohms. Correct? Understanding the calculations. Then after several hours of play, the battery gets discharged and the toy car slows down. It finally stops and the current through this is this. At what battery voltage does the toy car stops running? So for the case B, again we will say at what battery voltage V is equal to IR, we will say, and I is how much? 420 into 10 to the power minus 3 and multiplied by what? 30. So we are getting 3 to 6, 126 and two zeros into upon 1000. Correct? So it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
12.6 volt. At this voltage, it stops running. Okay, so that finished our section A, section B. Let us look at section B. We have calorimetry. Solid at 150 degrees C in 100 grams of water at 11 degrees C. Final temperature 20 SHC of solid. What do we do? Make the columns. What are the columns? Substance,
Mass,
mass,
with heat
Mass,
SHC,
SHC,
T1,
T1,
T2
T2,
and delta T. Okay, so the solid is here, mass is 50 gram
50 grams,
at 150 degrees C, and we have water at 100 grams
100 grams,
at 11 degrees C, final temperature 20 degrees C. This will be delta T 130 degrees C or Kelvin, and this is 9 degrees C or Kelvin. This you have to find out, and this is 4.2 joule per whatever. By at equilibrium, according to principle of calorimetry, what you'll say, heat lost by solid is equal to heat
solid
gained
is
by,
equal to heat gained by water.
okay, so that will be MC delta T
MC delta T
is equal to M1C1 delta T1, or you can call this as M1C1 delta T1, and here 222 like that. So this will be 50 into X into 130 is equal to 100 into
100 into
42 upon 10
42 upon
into
10
9.
into 9.
So X is equal to 100 into 42 upon
42 upon 10 into
into
9.
9, and upon it will be 50 here
50
and
to
130 here, let us say. So you can do this on your own. It will be joule per gram per degree C, and please make it into SI also. Multiply whatever number, multiply by 10 to the power 3 joule per kg per Kelvin or degree C. Okay, preferably Kelvin. Two resistances in series give 15, and when they are connected they give this. Calculate the values. Now in series, let them be R1 and R2. So R1 plus R2 is equal to 15, yes. So therefore R2 value will be 15 minus R. Then 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. 1 upon Rp will be 3 upon 10 is equal to 1 upon R1. Let us say R1 is R, plus 1 upon 50 R1 this is. So 15 minus R. Okay, I have. Okay, fine, R1, R1. All right, we'll have to have now LCM. R1 into 15 minus R1 is the LCM. 15 minus R1 plus R1. So 3 into 3 R1 into 15 minus R1 is equal to 150, correct? Divide the whole thing by 3. So R1 into 15 minus R1 is equal to 50. So 15 R1 minus R1 square equal to 50. I think we could have taken this as x. Okay, that would have been better and faster, no? Yeah, rather than writing r1 is taking too long. Then you take everything that side. So let us say let r1 equal to x. So x squared minus 15x plus 50. Correct? 10 5 is 50. So x minus 10 and x minus 5. So the two resistors are 10 ohm or 5 ohm. Let's just discuss this because we don't have much time. So if R is equal to 10, the other one will be 5. And if R is equal to 5, the other one will be 10. Pulley system VR4 lifts the load through vertical height. Their effort required is this in downward direction. Now remember, when they say downward direction, that's the time your VR is equal to number of pulleys equal to number of strands. Understood? Now they are telling you distance moved by the effort. So we are
Ma'am, if it was upward,
then upwards. I'll tell you what happens. If it is upward, glad you asked that question. If it is upward direction, this will be like this. Okay, this is your load like this. Understanding? So upward direction means this is the effort. So we will have this way, the rope will be shown, correct? Now the load will be over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So load is equal to 5T and effort is equal to T. So the number of pulleys is equal to 4. But mechanical advantage ideally becomes 4 plus 1 means 5. And velocity ratio also becomes 5. Understanding?
yes.
Although it is advantageous to have higher mechanical advantage, what is the disadvantage? The effort is in inconvenient direction. It should be vertically downwards. It is vertically upwards. So we will not choose this. So when they tell you downward direction means your MA, VR and N, all of them are same. If they say upward, then MA and VR, they are going to be one more than the number of pulleys. You're with me so far?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one, welcome. VR is equal to dE upon dL. Velocity ratio is 4. It is given here. And they are saying distance moved by the effort is this. We have to find out. But the load is moving through 15. So dE is going to be equal to 60 meters. Yes. Work done by the effort. Now work done by the effort, it is the work input, will be equal to effort into displacement of effort. Correct?
Yes,
Now how much is the effort? 50 kgf. So 50 kgf they have given this. So what you will say, effort equal to 50 kgf, but 1 kgf will be 10 Newton, correct? So this will be 50 into 10
into 10
Newton. Because for the work we have to take SI unit. So this will be 500 Newton multiplied by 60 meter. You know how to do this, correct? The mechanical advantage of the pulley system is going to be equal to load upon effort.
load upon effort.
The load is 175 kgf upon 50 kgf.
50 kgf.
So 5 goes 10 times, 5 goes 30, 5 3 is 15, 35. So it will be 3.5, yes. And efficiency of the system will be equal to efficiency equal to MA upon VR multiplied by 100%. By now you should know this. We have done something like this earlier also. Correct? So 4 goes 25 times. 25 5s 125, carry 12. So 87.5% is the efficiency. All right, so this finishes question number 4. Let us see how is the transference of energy by radiation prevented in the calorimetry by polishing the inner as well as outer surfaces. Correct? Yeah. Now
Yes,
we
ma'am.
are coming to company designs calorimeter. They have a choice between A, B, C, and these are the choices. Which metal should be used? Calorimeter is made of copper which has
B.
low SHC.
Low
Where is
SHC.
low SHC?
B.
This is 1900 B, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and justify. So that is the give reason. Remember, because of the low SHC, it decreases the heat.
Required to gain the temperature of the contents is less.
Yeah, no, the heat absorbed from the contents to acquire the temperature of the content becomes less. But you must also mention that low SHC reduces the heat capacity. Remember, C dash. Okay, that also part should be mentioned. The ray of light enters rectangular glass slab submerged in water at angle of incidence 55. Does the ray undergo total internal reflection when it moves from water to glass? The critical angle is 54, they are saying. So you'll have to show the diagram for clarity. Is submerged in water.
Rarer to denser medium, so no
This is
glare.
water and this is glass, correct? Now glass, water is 1.33 and glass is 1.5. They are saying that the light enters glass slab. So it has entered the glass slab from water. That means it is going from rarer to denser. Will it undergo TIR? No. So what is the first part? When water to glass. That means rarer into bracket mu equal to 1.33 to denser, which means mu equal to 1.5. Therefore, no total internal reflection, as only possible. When it is only possible, tell me. Only possible if denser to rarer. Now I have written the keywords, so you will have to underline these keywords. Understanding the keywords, how you will underline. Of course, you are going to write some more words, but underline the keywords. Okay, you're with me so far?
Yes.
Now they are
Yes.
saying that when it moves from water to does this ray undergo TIR when it moves from water to glass? Justify your answer. So it's understandable, correct? Yeah, so it doesn't matter whichever angle of incidence, no, they have given this and this, it doesn't matter, because the ray is going from water to glass. When will it happen? When it is going from, see, this is the path of ray and this way. Now let us just check if anybody can twist this data. This angle is 55 degrees. You're with me? So how much is this angle? This is less than, correct or no?
Yes, less than 50.
Less than 55 degrees. Correct? And if I draw the normal, this angle is going to be again same as this one. and it will go now away from the normal like this. Now 1 minute, what did I do? Rarer to denser to rarer. Yeah, correct. Okay, now this angle over here, 55 degrees, is the angle of incidence where in the denser medium, correct? Understanding what is this angle over here, this one? Angle of incidence in the glass means it is in the denser medium, and is it greater than 54 degrees?
No.
Therefore, there will be no total internal reflection. So they could give you in surface AB, will total internal reflection happen? In surface CD, will total internal reflection happen? For AB, what is the reason? It should have gone from denser to rarer, it is going from rarer to denser. But for CD, no total internal reflection, because not because it is not going from denser to rarer, but the
Angle of
incidence is
less than the critical.
less than. Very good. Understood now how they could have twisted it? Safety
Yes.
precaution while handling radioactive everywhere, lead word should be ha. Can hydrogen nucleus alone emit this? So you will talk about the composition of this and composition of this, correct? This has got one proton and one electron, whereas alpha particle has two protons and two electrons, which cannot be emitted from only one proton, correct? Yes. Do you know the salts of weak radioactive isotopes are used in diagnosis to detect suspected brain tumors and blood clots before they become dangerous? What are these radioisotopes called? Research?
Trackers.
Tracers, not trackers, right? Tracers.
Oh, sorry, mama.
Trackers, no, tracers. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. How many questions does it have? This is 4 mark, no? Okay, 1 mark here, 1 mark here, 2 mark here. All right? No, 1 mark here, 2 marks here. Okay, no, and the reason. Okay, and then 1 mark. Stone of mass rotated circular path at a uniform speed is by tying a strong string with the help of your hand. Is the stone moving with uniform or variable speed? Speed is uniform. Velocity is variable. Is it moving with uniform acceleration?
Variable acceleration.
Variable.
Accelerate.
This question we have done earlier. In which
Yes,
direction?
ma'am.
Along the tangent at any instant. The key word is which one? At any instant. What kind of force acts on the hand and the state of direction? It is the centripetal force. Direction is radially inwards. Okay, can you see how fast we are going?
Similarity. That should be towards the center, right?
I said radially inwards, no? Towards the center.
Okay, ma'am.
State one similarity in the process of this thing. So
energy
you can
released due to loss of mass.
Two lamps rated blah are connected in series with the mains. Which of the two consume more power? We have done this earlier time also.
And the power they have given.
They are connected in series. Which one consumes more power? Okay, so for this you have to talk about they are connected in series, so you have to look at the resistances first. Okay, so remember P is equal to V square upon R, correct? So therefore your R1 is going to be equal to V square, means 220 into 220 upon power how much? 50. Okay, so that will be 5 ones and 5 goes 44 times. So 22 into 4 is 88. Carry 8. 22 into 4 is 88 and this will be 96. So that is your R1. Then we come to R2. R2 will be 100 into 100 using the same formula V square upon R.
120 upon
And
20
the voltage is given
420 upon
220.
100.
Oh, what did I do? Wrong substitution. V square is how much? 220 into 220 upon 100. Sorry about that. So we got how much? 484. Double check when you are doing this also. And don't sleep too little, because last night I have also slept very little. I think just about 4 hours or something. So I have to watch myself just now so that I don't make a mistake. So now the resistance in series is going to be equal to R1 plus R2. That will be equal to 968 plus 484. 12. 8 and 7, 15. 1452 ohms is correct. Now both of them will have the same current flowing, correct? So the current in each is using V is equal to IR. I will have current in each will be V upon R. That will be how much? Your 220 upon 1452. All right. Now the one which will glow better will be depending upon the power dissipated. The power dissipated, because it's a 3-mark question, na? Can you see that? Yeah, power dissipated in the first one will be equal to I square R1. Agreed? Hello. Which is equal to, now I'm not going to substitute this, I'll say I square into 968. Understanding? And I'm writing over here, understanding what? And the power dissipated in the second one will be I square R2, which will be I square into 484. Understanding? Yeah. Now both of them have I square as the common factor. So the one which will consume more power will be which one? Therefore the 220 volt dash 50 watt consumes
More power than the
consumes more power. Okay, so this becomes a 3-mark question. Even if you don't calculate this, this is fine, because both of them are having this I square into this. In series, the current will be the same. So when the current will be the same, the one which lesser resistance will consume less power. Eighty-four protons and this. So can you find the alpha particle? I think all of you are okay with this, right? What is the mass number?
128.
This will be Z,
128 plus
and this
82.
will be 128 plus 84. How much is that? 8 and 2, 10. This is 12, carry 1, 11, 2, 12, no? Yeah. So A, which is 2, 1, 2 and 84, it emits alpha particle and it becomes B. So what will be B? 4 less means 208
208 and 82.
82 plus helium 42. Agreeable to you? Now they are saying composition of B. So B has protons
Equal to 82 and neutrons equal to 20896.
and neutrons. Very good. Neutrons equal to 208 minus 82. How much is that? 6 here, and 20 minus this thing, so 126. Okay, now nucleus B emits a beta particle. So what is B? 20882. It is emitting beta particle and it becomes C. So 208 remains the same
208
and this
80
becomes 83 plus you can
plus
write this way also
minus 1.
or you can write this way also. Don't write both. Either write this or this. Okay, both of them will give you your marks. What is the composition of C? Again, what you will say, C has protons equal to this and neutrons equal to this minus this. You can do it on your own, correct? What is the mass number of nucleus A? Mass number of nucleus is 212. Does the composition of nucleus C change if it emits this? Nucleus does not change because gamma particles are electromagnetic, they are not particle radiations. Motorcycle vibrates. He increased the speed and noticed that
Now we have done this.
some this thing. Okay, why does it happen? Learning work, learning work, learning work. We have done this many times. Let us look at the meter rule at a knife edge at a 29 half meter rule. So when you draw the diagram, you should have 0 centimeter and how many here? 50 centimeter.
50 centimeter.
And then half will be here 25.
25.
This will be your center of gravity because it's a uniform, means distribution of mass is even. But 29 centimeter mark, this is where the pivot is kept, knife edge. Draw the diagram when weight of 20 GF is suspended from one end. So from here we are going to have mgf, which is weight of the ruler, which will be rotating this way. So from one end means not from 0 but from
50 centimeter
50. Very good. So that will be 20 GF. Call this as W1, call this as W2. When they ask you to draw the diagram, remember the diagram should be labeled. So what will be the labeling here and here? This will be clockwise movement and
Clockwise
here it will be
movement and
anti-clockwise. And anti-clockwise movement, please spell it out. Okay, what is the weight of the ruler? At equilibrium by principle of moments, sum of anti-clockwise moments equal to sum of clockwise moments, and then you will say W1 L1 equal to W2 L2.
W2L.
So m multiplied by 4. Okay, here you'll separately write L1 equal to and L2 equal to. This will be 29 minus, this will be 50 minus 29. Understanding is equal to 20 into this minus, how much is it? 21.
21.
Okay, so m is equal to what? You are
5.
getting 505
105
GF. But
GF.
what are they saying? What is the weight? Weight is this. If they were to ask you what is the mass, one more step and you will say that the mass of the ruler will be 105 gram. Which coil of step-up transformer is made thicker? What is the thinking step? I told you for this. What is the thinking step? Some of you, if you get confused, double check like this. It is a step up. So this will be many turns. So this is your output or the secondary, and the input will be here. This is the primary. Less number of turns.
Less turning.
I told you this trick over here. So what you'll say? Primary.
More, which will be thicker.
Primary is thicker. And for the reason you write in the second line. So no, you don't start with that, baby. You have to start with EMF in primary is less. Start with EMF in primary less than EMF in secondary because it is step up.
Yes.
Okay, therefore current in primary, I'm writing in symbols, greater than current in secondary. This should be the first, and then you will say, since large current Correct or no? Since large current is through primary, the thicker
Thick wire
wire means more area of cross section
cross section.
So that
to
the
reduce
resistance
resistance
Reduce resistance
and minimize
to
heating effect.
minimize heating effect, no, minimize loss of
loss of
And
energy in the form of
energy
heat.
in the form of
Don't say to reduce heating effect, because you're increasing the efficiency of the transformer. So minimize loss of energy in the form of heat. Understanding?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is how we have to write. I've just written the keywords because we are only discussing. Circuit is going to happen nicely connected in our brains. Let us look at minimum distance. Minimum distance means the time should be 0.1 second, correct? And the velocity is how much? 332 meter per second. For echo, the velocity will be total distance means d1 plus d1 means 2d upon t, correct? Therefore, the minimum distance will be equal to v into t upon 2. So that will be 332 into 0.1 upon 2. 2 goes here 166 times. So you have 16.6 meters. Okay, make sure that you write the statement here. Let's go to the next question. When you look through the peephole of the house door, you can see the visitor clearly. The image is upright and much smaller, means virtual diminished. Which type of lens? Concave. Why
Concave.
diminished image is preferred here? Because you have to see the entire person, no? Do you want to see his only eye? By magnified image, understanding? So one has to identify the person, and at a shorter distance we need a smaller image so that we can identify the person. Okay, so something similar to this you can write. Scientist lowers metallic ruler vertically into transparent oil tank. The ruler touches an object at the bottom of the tank and gets wet up to 25 centimeter mark. So this is the oil, and he puts the ruler like this, and he says that ruler gets wet 25 centimeter means that is the real depth. Agreed? Refractive index
Yes.
is how much? 1.25. Now they are saying up to which mark will the ruler get wet if the scientist lowers it up to the image of the object.
Apparent depth.
Up to which mark?
So we
That
use
means
the
if the
refractive
ruler is up to here, so this is your O, this is your image, and this is your A.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, the ruler touches an object placed at the bottom of the
So
tank.
bottom matlab up to the bottom it has gone.
Ma'am, but there will be thickness of the object, right?
Yeah. So the object, the thickness, so that is the real depth. And now what are they saying? That if the scientist lowers it up to the image, means up to this part only, the upper part of the object, and from here also upper part of the object. Okay, if we consider the upper part here only for this length also. Okay, up to which mark? That means this they are asking. So what is from here to here? It is the apparent depth. What will you say? Mu is equal to real depth upon apparent depth. You can handle that. Tell me fast. How is this length, that is change in another liquid, mu greater than 1.25 is if how will the length in A change if we are using mu equal to this? Now mu and the shift means lateral displacement. So the shift is directly proportional to the mu, correct or no? So the shift is what? From here to here. Shift is from here to here. So if shift earlier it was 1.25 and we increased mu, so shift increases with what? Increase in mu into bracket, since shift directly proportional to mu, correct? Now if the shift is going to become more, then the apparent depth in the denser medium decreases with increase in refractive index. Understood? Understood. So what you'll say, the ruler gets wet ruler gets wet to lesser length. They are saying now up to which length lowers.
Ma'am, first we have to find apparent depth.
Yeah, I told you to find apparent depth here. I'm not
so we write it lesser than that.
Correct, lesser than that length. Okay. What will be the most probable position of the new center of gravity? There was a pentagon with center of gravity O. What will be the most probable position of the new center of gravity if? Okay, so just now it is O. Now they are saying how will the center of gravity O change if a piece of clay is attached to the point just below A. If there is any piece of clay attached, still the vertically downward line from here will pass through O only, right? The center of gravity is the point of intersections of these. If I suspend from here, the vertically downward line will be like this. If I suspend from here, vertically downward line will be like this. Where the two intersect, that is your center of gravity. Okay. Now, if I am attaching, clay is attached at point A. So at point A, if it is attached, still the vertically downward line will be this. It cannot be different vertically downward line. So the two lines, which one? BZ and AZ still intersect at, BY and AZ still will intersect at O. So CG remains the same.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, shouldn't it shift a bit downwards along the same line?
Yes, ma'am. When we did this question before, you said that it will
No,
shift.
1 minute. What did I say?
That before you said.
Oh yeah.
There's more mass at A.
Yeah. So the piece of clay is attached over here. Then
X should be new center of gravity.
If it is attached at A, then this will be the same, but from B, this part is more mass, so it will come like this, correct? So the concentration of mass will be a little lower, lowering the center of gravity.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so what will we say over here? When the clay is attached at point A over here, the mass will be increasing more in this area, lowering the center of gravity.
So new center of gravity X.
So it will be X as the new center of gravity. If the pentagon is cut along the line PQ, if it is cut from here to here, this much portion will not be.
So mass will be decreased.
So now mass will be decreased, yes. But now the mass is concentrated more in this region, right?
Yes, so Z.
So
Yes,
it will
ma'am,
be
so
Z.
Z.
Understanding? So mass is concentrated more in the part which is upper part like that, giving center of gravity above O, that is Z. We can write that in the reason. Let us look at the last one. 50 kg is the mass, 10 meter is the height, work done is mgh. We can do that. Increase in her potential energy, when they say increase in her potential energy, you will have to say increase in her potential energy will be equal to the final PE minus initial PE. Okay, and then this will be your mgh, which you found out when it has reached, she has reached 10 meters minus 0. Please make sure that you show this part. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, because they are saying increase in potential energy. Don't just say increase in potential energy is in mgh. Okay, we come to which among the following is used for transmission of electricity.
Copper.
Explain why the material is preferred. Learning work. What is meant
Yes,
by electric kettle? This at PD of 220 volt. This is 1500 joules per second, correct? So it consumes 1500 joules in 1 second when connected to the AC supply of 220 volts. Some of you may forget to say AC supply. The cell of EMF 1.8 volt internal resistance 2 connected in series 2.7 ampere, and this as shown. What would be the reading of the ammeter? This is a straightforward question. The ammeter reading of ammeter will be equal to I in circuit, correct, which is equal to, using the formula V is equal to IR by Ohm's law, I will be equal to E upon big R plus small r, and we'll call this as RS, correct? Prior to that, what you'll say, RS is equal to 0.7 plus 4.5.
0.7 plus 4.5.
This you will have to show this. Is it 5.2?
5.2.
Yes. Ohm. So the EMF is 1.8 upon
1.8 upon 5.2
plus
2 ohms,
which is equal to
1.8 upon 7.2.
1.8
very
upon
good. So that will be 1 upon 4 means
1 upon 0.25.
okay. What is the potential difference across the terminals of the cell? Means it's the terminal voltage, correct? So you will use the formula E minus V equal to IR. Understanding? Therefore, EMF means 1.8 minus V is equal to I in the circuit. Just a second. Huh? This will be, where was I? Where was I? Oh, here. 1.8 minus V is equal to I is, I'm writing 1 upon 4 into 2. Okay. So that will give us 1.8 minus 0.5 equal to terminal voltage. है ना? So V is equal to 1.3 volt.
1.3 volt.
Okay, and that has finished this paper. Let us count our marks.